Kia ora whānau. Today I'm going to be talking about the Kings Awning and how it stood up for the last 2 years. So I purchased this awning tent and I have got a vlog, so you can check out and see how I made it fit itsy bitsy. It took a little bit of modification. It's designed for King's gear, and I run it underneath the rollout awning on itsy bitsy. Now at the time it was a budget issue. It's a couple $100 with possibly a couple of thousand to have a custom fit awning tent fitted under the existing awning, and all I had to do was lengthen the straps of Velcro on one side and fit a couple of additional poles. And what it gave me was basically double the room that I have in itsy bitsy, which is quite a small camper van. So a whole additional room out of the elements. So 2 years. How has it stood up? Well, really, really well. I mean, this is the original bag. The canvas and materials are still in really good nick. All the zips still run perfectly. There's been no tears, no leaks. So when this is up, it sits under the existing awning, so there's never any condensation because I've got another layer above. The sides repel water. I've never had water come in through the sides. The windows and front door and mosquito net all working perfectly, no tears. But the standout for me has been the bucket floor. It's a thick plastic bucket floor, and it goes to a few inches up off the ground. I have literally been in really heavy rain with up to 2 inches of water around the entire awning, and it has been totally worth it. No water has come in. It's been secured. So, budget option, but really, it's done me proud. However, now I'm going to show you a clip of me putting it away. There are some limitations, and the limitation is the time that it takes to put this up. So even in the time lapse, it's going to take a little while, but it's approximately 30 to 50 minutes to put up and 30 to 50 minutes to put down. And that's quite a lot of flapping around. For example, you'd never do it on a 1 or 2 night camp stay, and that is mostly what I do. Yeah, 5 days, 4 days, excellent, you get the extra room. And I've used the extra room. If I'm with my wife, it gives me a space for me to edit privately, and she can do her thing, watch TV, whatever else in the camper. But I have some space, and one of the things that makes camping work is having a little bit of your own space at times. So yeah, that part has been great, but 40 to 50 minutes up and 40 to 50 minutes down, that's too long. I can set up in probably 4 or 5 minutes without it. So, pull in, level up, put the gas on, make a cup of tea, 4 or 5 minutes. Pull in, 45 minutes later, that's a big concern. And the other thing is, even though it's really light, it's really bulky. And itsy bitsy is quite small. So if I'm taking this, I've got to fit it in somewhere. And I can, but not all the time. So this often goes into storage and comes out for the long-term stay camps. And it really is perfect for that. So what I do instead, this is a fly I bought for when I was hiking. Maybe it's 8 or 9 years old. It's 3F UL gear. It's a 3 by 4 meter tarp, and it's silly nylon material, really waterproof. It's still in its original bag as well, and it's faded over the years a little, but it's got a reflective coating on one side so you can turn away the sun. And if you look at the size comparison, you can see why the fly lives in the Mitsubishi permanently, and the King's only when I'm going to use it, because that's the way this is tiny, and it does similar to that. If the wind's coming from one direction, put it on that side and block the wind. If the rain's coming from that direction, put it on that side, block the rain from that side. If I want to extend my living space off the awning, make a bigger awning, pull out some extra poles, pull it out, extra pegs, I've got, you know, twice the awning space. Barbecuing, the wind's swirling around, want to get a bit of a wind-free zone, deploy it, it does the job. If you're setting up an awning or a fly, you want some quality pegs. Now, a lot of times the pegs that come with equipment are no good. Get yourself a roll like this, and buy some decent pegs. I mean, these are solid. I mean, honestly, what would a peg of this size hold down? With the mallet always there, you don't have to go looking for a rock or anything in the middle of the day to try and hammer that in. They'll drive it in, and it's all together. Nice and tidy. Now, also keep all my guy ropes together. Now, I've shown these in the past, but these springs make all the difference. What happens when the high wind hits, the spring moves along. If there wasn't a spring, all the force would go onto the peg, and you'd pull it out, slip the guy rope, or worse, rip your tent or awning. So the principle is pretty sound. I've seen them with kind of elastic bungee. I like these old school ones. These are years old now. They're still doing the job. That takes the tension away from ripping the peg out or ripping your tent to pieces. And as soon as the wind drops, it drops back in and retensions again. Sort of lets your tent or awning breathe with the wind. And honestly, my gear's lasted years. I kind of swear by this stuff because it's lasted for me. Keep a few bungee cords in there to fill the same purpose. But the main thing I like is this little peg roll. So if I'm deploying the King's awning, I'm putting up the fly, this comes out. Great kit. Anyway, two different pieces of kit, fitting the same purpose, shelter. One more temporary, easy to deploy use, small, compact, real value for money. Another more robust, it'll be good for shoulder weather, going into autumn, spring where we get some more rain. But give it a try. Really pleased with this investment, and that old fly's done me proud for nearly a decade. So, ka kiri for now. Whānau, catch you later.